can you say about a man so respected and admired by us all? Of grace, gravitas, and grandeur, dignity, of fortitude and fine judgment. Fearless in the face of adversity. Yes.
They're here.
12 minutes late.
Now, Derek, you promised.
Leave it to me, Poppies.
Oh, they know what they're doing.
Can we please get her dressed?
Mum.
What time do you call this?
You okay?
No, he's a mucky little poofter.
Let's be strong, mate.
Not you dear.
Thank you for that. What was wrong? That really told him, didn't it?
Thanks, Ruth.
In his profession, a giant, a titan.
My condolences.
Thank you.
Did you actually like Barney?
Sorry?
Yeah, I always found him a bit of a prig.
Well, Muriel asked me to say a few words, and quite frankly, anything to get out of here.
Did you say prig or something else?
Oh, yes, that one is fragile. Oh, perhaps I should take charge of those. You concentrate on the furniture.
Oh, Derek, you're back.
I've got no time for that. And neither have they. Not over the plants.
Oh, Mum. Mum, are you ready? Oh, come on. Oh, Mum. Mum.
Well, what can you say about Barnaby? A man of grace, gravitas, and dignity. In his profession, a titan, a colossus of the academe, and to his family, a shining beacon and a rock.
I need a big favour. Jenny Prue, her mother's just collapsed.
Sorry?
Well, she's right by the church. Please, if you leave now, you'll be all right.
I am in mourning.
Really? I thought you were practising for the Oscars.
First saw Barnaby in flannels, gracing the hallowed sward of Fenners.
Oh, look, now swing it from the bottom here. Swing it. Careful now. Careful! Careful! I grew that from seed.
Will you leave them be, Derek?
Mrs. Prue, I'm Dr. Carter.
Oh, I'm so sorry. She forgot her insulin again.
Forgot.
Oh, silly sausage.
Nasty old bat, more like anything to be awkward.
Derek.
Oh, no. We're taking Clive. Oh.
I'd no idea you were moving.
Oh, it's a bit of a mess, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Careful.
Come on.
OK, thanks, Elsie.
Hi. This is Ben. He's got a bit of a sore throat. There's a lot of him off for school with it.
Only Mark Byfield.
Can you see him?
I'm sure we can sort something out, Ruth.
Dr. Clay's got cancellation.
No, we would rather Simon see him.
There'll be a bit of a wait.
Oh, we don't mind, do we, mate?
What for?
Mrs. Garner.
And Ben's your son, is he?
45 years I've been here. Since the day I got married. I, Jennifer, were brought up here.
Must be a wrench.
It's all his fault. That twerp out there. Whatever she saw in him.
I'm sure it's for the best.
Little Hitler he is. Just because he bosses a few postmen about, he thinks he runs the whole world. He's power mad. He's round the twist.
So it's all Derek's fault, then?
Well, it's a pair of them, if truth be known. Always at each other. Of course, he usually starts it. I'm the one in the middle all the time.
Have you tried speaking to them about it?
Like talking to a brick wall. Couldn't care less.
Find that hard to believe.
Dragging me out of house and home to the back of beyond. I mean to say, Studley.
So, you didn't take your insulin on purpose?
Well, can you blame me?
You're risking your life.
Good. I'd be better off out of it.
Phyllis.
Life's not worth living. I just want to stay here in my own home.
Well, the house is sold. You know that. Now, look, I've got to go for a funeral, but I'm sure you'll soon settle down, even in Studley. Try and keep an eye as best you can, and maybe you should take charge of her medication for the time being.
Derek's right, you know. She can barely manage the stairs as it is.
I see.
And it's only going to get worse, isn't it, with her diabetes?
Well, yes.
Well, it's not as though I want to go either. I've lived here most of my life, you know. It's the only proper home I've ever known when you think about it. It's funny, really. But like he says, we all have to make sacrifices, don't we, if we want things to work out for the best.
Absolutely.
You don't think we're being cruel to her, do you?
Mrs. Prue.
I wouldn't want you to think that about us because we are not that sort of person.
Of course not.
Yes, and it's ever such a nice bungalow with a lovely garden and there's 2 toilets. One's a bit small, but the big one's ever so big. And it's very convenient for the shops. Derek?
Okay, well, there doesn't appear to be any swelling.
Told you.
Oh, that's a relief, though, eh?
I said you were overreacting.
You want to be a doctor, don't you, Ben?
No, a vet.
Oh, it's a vet today, is it? Well, same kind of thing.
Do I get to use one of these?
Yeah, I guess you would.
Cool. Are you really Daddy's friend?
Uh-huh.
Where did you meet each other?
Well,
Do you know Mum too?
We just know each other from the hospital.
Ruth, hi, would you mind just popping in for a minute? Thanks.
You are such a fool. It serves you right. He wouldn't be told.
Tell me when it starts to hurt.
Slip disc, he gets it all the time.
I bend the knee.
And when he did the rounds.
And the left leg. Yes, I think you're right. He needs painkillers and anti-inflammatories.
What's up with him?
Oh, Mum.
Get rid of her.
Sticking his oar in, was he?
Well, just leave him be.
You see, God doesn't pay his debts with money.
So I really am running very late.
Well, that's it then. We're going to have to stay here.
Jenny.
Try and keep him flat or wherever he's most comfortable.
Oh, dear, Doctor. What? Your back, it's all...
Good Lord.
I'll get the clothes brush. Oh, no, hang on, I packed it.
Jenny.
What have you done to me?
I'm so sorry. No, there's a dishcloth in here somewhere.
Get her out of here, will you?
Thank you. 2 minutes.
OK, come on, let's go.
Just what exactly are you playing at?
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I just wanted the 2 most important people in my life to meet each other.
What, just like that? Just straight out the blue?
I thought you'd be pleased.
But this isn't about me.
No, it's about the 3 of us.
And you thought you would start by lying to him?
Not lying, just...
How confused and resentful do you want him to be when you finally tell him the truth, if you ever do?
Of course I'm going to tell him the truth.
Or your wife, for that matter. Look, I know you meant well. And he's a great kid, but I don't do secrets.
Yeah, good for you. Nice, understanding, middle-class family, no baggage. You're lucky, aren't you?
Yeah, maybe I am, or maybe I'm just honest.
Get over yourself.
Why? Because I don't play mind games with other people's children?
Right, now you're just starting to sound like that Charlie bloke yesterday.
Why? Because I have a conscience about your family. What about you?
They started.
It's nearly finished, mate.
Grace, gravitas, dignity, fortitude, fine judgment.
You go.
Will.
My friend wants you.
Let's get in the car.
Look, that was over the top. I'm sorry. It's just new territory for me, you know? It's not exactly in the manual. Relationships with married men.
Dad?
Look, none of this is easy for me either.
I know.
Dad,
What's up?
you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just grown-up stuff.
What about?
I told you, work. Now get back in the car, put your seatbelt on. I screwed up. I'm sorry.
It was good to meet you. I mean it. Bye, Ben.
Right, well, they're ready.
What are you going to do about it?
I'll be fine.
But you are not driving.
We've got no choice.
You can hardly move.
I'm not paralysed, am I? You just got to help me.
Don't talk so silly.
I'll be fine sitting down.
Jennifer?
Oh, you keep out of this.
I am not getting in a car with this lunatic.
Oh, will you shut up?
No, Mum, I think you're right.
Oh, shut up, the pair of you daft mares. Just do as you're told.
That's it, I'm stopping here.
Oh, get her out there, will you?
I won't.
And make sure they go the route I told them. Straight onto the A435.
I can't do it, love.
And then onto the B4029. Turn left at the pound shop.
I can't leave this house.
And put Clive in the back seat with a seatbelt.
Oh, Mum.
Oh, don't start her off.
Oh, don't you start.
Oh,
I'm not going. I'm not.
ruddy women.
Oh, be quiet.
Help me up.
Oh, I'm sorry, love.
Ruth, can you hold all my calls for the next hour or so, please? And tell Zara I need those figures.
When?
Yesterday.
Well, thanks a lot.
What happened?
He was practically in the ground by the time I got there, looking like I'd crawled out of a dustbin.
Oh, Hester, I am sorry. What about your speech?
Eulogy. Well, I may show my face at the wake.
The proof's really that bad.
Oh, there's one good thing. They're moving.
I'm sorry. Can you put it all back?
What?
We're not going. Come on, then.
You're joking after all that work.
There you go. I don't know what all the fuss was about. Oh, you're very clean and shiny.
I'm going to the bank, okay? Business development loan.
How exciting.
Yeah. If I don't get it, there goes the partnership.
Oh, right.
£80,000. So if you don't mind.
I'll come with you if you like.
Perfectly capable, thank you.
What with your financial record?
Okay, how are you going to help?
I'll think of something. I always do.
His bat wielded like Excalibur in the dying rays of the Cambridge sun.
You all set?
Sorry?
Come on, I'm spitting feathers.
You're not going to the wake.
Of course, pay my respects.
You never had any.
Yeah. So, shall we good spread? Are you still doing that speech?
Natural.
Okay.
You're not going to believe this. I think it's about her mum.
Oh, for crying out loud.
See you down there.
Thank you very much.
Oh, do you mind? You wish this on me, you rotten old trout. Oh, where's Jenny?
Gone to get your pills, you useless article. Whatever did you think you were doing? A little weed like you. Man's work, this is. Well, you've only got yourself to blame, so you can stick it in your pipe and smoke it. Too full of yourself by half, that's your trouble, always has been. If I've told that girl once, I've told her 1,000 times. Find yourself a proper chap, like your father. A real man. Who can stand on his own 2 feet.
So I just called it off, told them to put all the stuff back.
Really?
They were driving me up the wall.
Well, you do find that with movers.
No, them two. Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
Phyllis and,
Derek. It's just so hard being caught between 2 people arguing all the time. And if I try and help one, the other one just hates me all the more. Then they both end up treating me like dirt. Honestly, it's like World War III in there sometimes, with me in the middle. My life's not worth living.
Yes, your mother said the same thing.
Did she? I'm sorry. I just get so down all the time.
Would you say that you were depressed?
It's them that's bonkers, not me.
And calling the move off like that? All I can say is, I think the 3 of you should sit down and have a chat. And if you're still feeling down, maybe you should speak to your new GP. Now, I really must be going.
I'm so sorry, Doctor. And about your suit.
Maybe you can take that outside.
Hello, Derek?
Mrs. Prue?
Now, hold on, Derek. Now, just calm down.
Mrs. Prue?
It's Derek.
Yes, I gathered.
He says he's going to burn the house down with Mum in it.
Which gives a projected revenue increase in the last 2 quarters of 4.25%.
The Granger Clinic. It's an absolute goldmine.
Yeah, plus substantial improvement in the quality outcome frameworks which I've outlined for you here.
That's a very nice suit. Lovely fit around the shoulders.
Right. Well, that should all be fine.
Sorry?
I've completed all the fields.
Ticked all the boxes.
And that's it?
Just be a few minutes.
Gas!
Derek! Derek!
Step back.
Derek!
What are you doing, man?
Oh!
Query.
What sort of query?
2 minutes.
Mr. Prue. Derek.
Do you know what it's like? Can you even imagine?
What?
Being stuck between 2 women all the time. You know, my life's not worth living.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Pecking away at you day after day, never letting you get a word in edgeways about anything, even where you live and who you live with.
That's absolute rubbish.
Stupid man.
See what I mean?
Please.
Come on, Mum. He's daft as a brush. Why don't you let him get on with
You
it?
should go outside.
And good riddance.
Well, that's it. I've had enough.
You know what I've had to listen to all day? You 3 whinging on about each
They
other.
might be whinging to you, mate.
Why can't you just sit down and talk like grown-ups?
Oh, there'll be nowhere to sit once I've blown the place to hell.
This doesn't make any sense.
What does, eh? I mean, what's the point of anything?
How should I know?
Maybe they're right. It's just me.
Look, I'm sure you're absolutely wonderful.
He's not setting fire to this house.
I think you should go.
See, that's That's all that matters.
I won't tell you again.
I should never have let you drag me here.
I did no such thing.
It's because of her.
She wasn't well.
There was nothing wrong with her.
Be quiet! Just be quiet!
Sorry, what's going on?
Discrepancies
No, every figure I've given you can be ratified by my
in
practice.
your history, your previous debts and financial difficulties.
That was 4 years ago.
Your credit rating's off the scale.
I've made every repayment, every month.
What we used to call subprime.
You cheeky... Thanks for your time.
So that's it, then? We have to take your word for it.
The computer makes the decisions, I'm afraid.
Computer says no.
So what's the point of you, then?
Sorry?
This man is a highly respected doctor. He hasn't put a foot wrong in years, and you've seen what he earns.
Thank you.
Sit.
Where are you going?
To speak to an adult with a brain.
Excuse me?
I wouldn't bother, mate.
Well, speak to the man.
I won't.
Oh, for crying out loud.
You do it.
Well, I hardly know him. What can you say about Derek? A man respected and admired by us all. A man of grace, gravitas, and dignity. Of fortitude and fine judgment in his profession, a titan. A colossus of the post office. And to his friends and family, he is a beacon and a rock. I first saw Derek in flannels, gracing the hallowed sword of Fenner's, his willow wielded like Excalibur in the dying rays of a Cambridge sun.
What's he on about?
Quick!
Oh, get off me, boy! Why shouldn't I, eh?
Oh, don't be so stupid.
Give me one good reason, and none of that crap about swords. Well,
Derek, the blunt. Now, will you please calm down?
that's all I am to you, isn't it? A joke, a laughing stock.
That's not true.
She's just risked her life for you.
For this house, you mean?
It's not her. She's here for you. Am I right?
Of course I am, Mother, me.
Derek, believe me, you don't know how lucky you are.
Has he done himself in yet?
Get out, Mother. Just get out.
You see?
That's enough now. Please. Oh, you silly sausage.
What did you say to her?
Not much.
40,000 quid!
Yes!
No.
He's all right.
Well, you better take him outside. Clive, I mean.
Thank you, Doctor.
Not at all.
You know, you have a wonderful way with words.
Good luck in Studley.
Well,
Sorry?
well, I told you he was round the twist. He's stark raving mad. He's a menace.
Phyllis, with the greatest of respect, you're all as bad as one another.
Oh,
Did you see his cheesy little face?
Yeah, nice suit though, eh?
Well, I had to try something, didn't I?
So come on then, how did you do it?
I might have mentioned the Botox clinic.
Ah, when am I seeing her?
Next week.
How much discount?
30%. But it's a result, yes?
Yeah, still only half of what I need. I mean, 80 grand.
Well, why didn't you ask for the full amount?
Because I thought we were pushing it as it was.
Well, it's a start then, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll think of something. I always do. Why don't you offer Julia half the money now, half later?
There must be some law against trespass you can trot out, and if there isn't, can't you just make one up?
What? If you make one more comment...
And what? Handbags at dawn?
You're the one person he probably wishes he could talk to about all this, but not if you're going to give him a huge guilt trip.
And you can see those stories coming next here on BBC1 Scotland. It's a double